Hello students, how are you all? I hope this video finds you in a very great spirits and good health, and I hope to find you in a greater knowledgeable position than I found you before this lockdown period. I hope you are watching all the videos being posted by all our lecturers. Take some time every day, keep it apart for your academic activities, because it will make you very lazy and incompetent, especially incompetent if you don't concentrate on academic activity, because the whole world is running ahead of us. To catch up with the world, we have to be aware of the knowledge that is being shared. So, sitting at your home, please watch these videos which are very useful to you. Okay, so as on today, the colleges and all the education institutional will not open until 31st August. So still there is one more month, and after that also we do not know certainly that when will the institution open. So today, continuing with our topic of the English lessons, we are going to read root words. Root words, though it is a general topic useful for all the students, but it is prescribed for first year students. Okay, it is prescribed for first year students, but no harm if second year students also listen to the class, because it is very general topic and very informative. Okay, it's a very simple and small topic. Let us start it. Root words. So what do you mean by a root? Okay, what do you mean by a root? Root is the origin or the beginning of a plant, a tree. It is from where the tree originates. The tree comes out of soil. The roots remain buried deep inside the soil. So, what does root words mean? The process of making words from a base or root form known as word formation. So generally words don't come out of thin air. Most of the words have a root for them. People don't generally create words out of nowhere. They don't pick up from air or anything. Sometimes some words are random, but most of the words have this root, an origin. Okay, that is how the words are formed, and eventually they change their meanings, their pronunciation, their spellings. But if we trace down the origin, originality of the words, we find the root words. Okay, sometimes it is almost unrecognizable with the root word and its meaning. Still, we can trace out. Understanding the root words will help us build vocabulary by deriving many new words according to our needs. So, if we understand these root words, we can derive new words, we can create new words according to our modern needs. And for students also, if you know the meaning of the root word, then you can clearly at least guess the meaning of the word given to you. For example, if the word biography is given, if you don't know anything about the word, you should be knowing something about the root word bio. Okay, because most of you people know about biology. What does it say? What is the meaning of biology? Bio means life, something related to life. So in that way, if you don't know the exact meaning of the word biography, but you will know by knowing the meaning of the word bio that it is something related to life. Okay, in the same way, there is another word in this, root words, mix it together, attached together, combined together, or joined together. Graphy, graph. Graphy comes from graph. What do you mean by graph? The graph means writing. The original meaning of graph is writing. Okay. Now join these two words, biography. Biography. Bio means life. Graphy means writing. Now, biography. What do you mean by biography? Writing about life. Writing of life. So, simply biography means life story of a person. If you write life story of a person, it is called biography. Okay. In the same breath, we will also talk about autobiography. Autobiography. Now it is another root word here, auto. You can find so many words originating from the word auto. Auto rickshaw, automatic, autocratic. Okay. What is auto? Auto means self or same. Okay. Auto start. Auto rickshaw. What is auto rickshaw? What do you mean by auto rickshaw? Generally, rickshaw generally in India conditions is pulled by a person, a man. But auto rickshaw, it doesn't need to be pulled by a person. It is mechanical. It can be run using petrol. Auto, self-running. No need a person to pull it. No need a person to put his energy. Okay. So now coming back to autobiography. We know bio, we know graphy. Now we also know auto. So auto means self. Auto means self. Bio means life. Graphy means writing. Self, life, writing. That means if you write your own story, if you write your own life story, that is called autobiography. Okay. If you write your own story, then it is called autobiography. So in this way, if you know the meaning of a root word, you can decipher the meaning of the entire word or entire sentence sometimes. So root words are very important in English language. So English is actually a derivational language. It is derived from so many languages, or at least we can say it borrowed heavily from other languages. If we could not say it as a derivated language, but we could say English borrowed heavily from French, Greek and Latin, especially Greek and Latin. Those were the classical languages, and English people, before English became a prominent language, used to read only Greek and Latin. When English developed as a language, most of the words are taken from Greek and Latin, and they are changed according to the English language and grammar. Okay. Many words that we use come from a root word. Okay. If we disconnect prefixes and suffixes, the root can be identified. Okay. So a root word sometimes is attached with prefixes and suffixes, and if we can disconnect prefix and suffix from a word, then we might be able to find the actual root word. Okay. English language borrows heavily from languages like Greek and Latin. The root words of many English language can be traced back to those languages, as I told you. And one more example I will give you. Pater or pater is a Latin word which means father. Okay, so this is the root word, pater or pater. It serves as the root for many English words. So on this root or from this root, this or this, both are same, many English words are formed or derived. Patriarchy, patrimony, patron. What is patriarchy? Pater means father. What is patriarchy? A family system or a social system where father is the head of the family. Okay, this is patriarchy. Okay. And next, in the same breath, we will also talk about mater or mater is a Latin word which means mother. Same thing, English language has owned these root words and created many new words. Matriarchy, that means a social system or family system where mother is the head of the family. Matrimony, matron. Matron means a female head of some institution or some house. So you may find it very amusing to find that the same words can also be found, same root words for father and mother can also be found in our ancient Indian language Sanskrit. Okay, in India all other languages have derived from Sanskrit. So in Sanskrit also, like Greek and German, they find some parallel in meanings, some basic words like matra. Okay, Latin word for mother is matra, mater or matra. And in Sanskrit also you find the same word matru, matru, matrumurti, matrubhumi, matrudesha, matruprema. So in Sanskrit also this root word is there, and we use it in the same manner and in the same meaning. And here also pattern or patra. In Sanskrit it is pitru. Okay, pitru, pitru swamya. Patriarchy is in Sanskrit or Indian language pitru swamya, pitru swamya vada, pitrutva, something related to father. Okay, so we can, by such examples, we can derive from maybe all the languages in the world must be having some same common language, some same common ancient language that became the root for all the languages of the world. Because these ancient languages like Latin and Greek, they are very, very ancient languages, and Sanskrit also. So basic words find similarities. In basic words we find similarities. For example, one more example I will give you: sarpa. In Sanskrit we have sarpa, snake. In English also we have this word serpent. Deriving from the word sarpa, serpent. Okay. So in this way we can conclude, though much research has been done, still much is needed to be done. We can harmlessly conclude that there must have been a language, an ancient language, that was the root of all the world languages. So there are many words that are frequently used as parts of common words. Okay. Now we will see extensively about words, because in exam the question will be asked like this. We have to understand the roots. We have to derive the roots from a word, or we have to give the meaning of the root word. So we will go extensively about important root words that are generally asked in the exam. There are many root words that are frequently used as part of common words. For example, aqua. What do you mean by aqua? Aqua means water. So every word that is related to water begins with aqua in English generally. Aqua marine, aquatic life, life living in water, it is aquatic life. Aquarium, an artificial habitat of water for water organisms. Aquarium, aqueduct, aqueous, aquamarine. So all these words, by looking at the word aqua, you can harmlessly, you can easily guess that it is something related to water. Okay, so any word that begins with aqua, you can make sure that it is related to water. You have these brands of water purifiers, Aquafresh. Okay, they are also related to water. Now, some important roots and their meanings. Okay, these are very important because we must know this, because we generally use it in our day-to-day classroom instructions. Most of our subjects or subject names are derivatives of Greek or Latin roots. Okay, physics, chemistry, philosophy, psychology, all these are derivatives of Greek and Latin root words. Okay. Now, geography. You know this. Geo means earth. Geo means earth. So you can clearly understand that any word that has the root word geo in it is related to earth. Geography. I have already told you about graphy. What is graphy? Writing. Okay. What is geography? Earth, writing. So, writing about earth. Geography. Okay. The science or the people writing about geography, earth is geography. Geophysics. Physics, that deals with geography, that is earth is geography. Geopolitical. Okay. Politics of a particular place on earth. Geopolitical. Okay, next. Photo. Photo means light. Photo means light. Example, photosynthesis. Photosynthesis that we have been studying in our classes. Photo means light. Light is very essential for plants to make their chlorophyll, food material of the plants. Okay. So that is why it is called photosynthesis. The action of making food or chlorophyll will be done in presence of light. That is why photosynthesis. And photograph. Photography, taking pictures. That is also what are we doing? Actually, what is a photograph? We are actually making an image of light, how a light falls on the object, that becomes a photograph. Actually, we are not taking about animals, humans, and or any nature or natural things. We are actually, what are we doing in photography? We are taking the patterns of light falling on different objects. That is photography. Okay. Biblio. Biblio means books, related to books. Bibliograph, list of books. Bibliophile. This will come again. File. I will explain file. File is some love. File is attraction or love towards something. File is attraction or love towards something is file. Now, biblio. There are two root words here. Biblio. Biblio means books. Phile means love. What does it make? A person who loves books. That means a person who is attracted to books. A person who reads more books is a bibliophile. Bibliograph. Graph means writing or a statement. What is biblio? Biblio means books. Graph means writing. List of books is bibliograph. Chronology. Chrono means time. Chrono means time. So chronicle, chronology comes from that. What is chronology? Chron means time. Chronology means sequence of events according to time. So chronology of events, that means you sequentially describe about something. On this year this happened, this year this happened, sequentially. Chronicle. Chronicle is a story. Chronicle is a story or document about something recorded according to time. Next, jure. Jure means law, related to law. That jury, jurisdiction, judicial. Next, circ is round. So circular, circumference, any. Audi or odd, that means hearing. Audio cassette, audio CD, audio, audible, inaudible. Audible means that we can hear. Inaudible means that we cannot hear. Audio. Manu means hand. Manual. Okay. Automatic. What is different? What is the opposition of manual? Automatic. Okay. Manual means a person has to do it with his own hands. That is manual. Manual rickshaw, auto rickshaw. Manual means a person has to pull the rickshaw. It becomes manual rickshaw. Auto rickshaw means you don't have to pull it. It is mechanical process. Manual, manufacture. Now, multi. Multi means many. Multiple. Multiple stories. Multiple story building. Multi-storied building. Okay. In cities, you have multi-storied buildings. That means 3 stores, 5 stores, 100 stores. Multi-storied building. Multilingual. That means many languages. India is a multilingual country. That means India has many languages. In the same way, poly also gives almost the same meaning. Polyglot, polytechnic, polygamy. Omni, all. Omni means all. Omnipotent, omnipresent. It is generally used for God. Omnipotent. Potent means powerful. Present means presence. His presence being felt. So, who is always powerful and always present is called omnipresent or omnipotent. Omni means all. So generally omnipresent is used for authors, writers or poets who write books and who are present, who know everything that is happening in the book or novel or in the poem. They know the inside thoughts of a person or a character in the novel. So he knows every side of the story and every aspect of the story, every character of the story. So generally authors are omnipresent. They are always present throughout the novel that they are writing because they know everything. Next, cardio. What is cardio? heart. Cardiologist, a person, a doctor who treats cardio related diseases, heart related diseases. Cardiologist. Cardiogram. Derma. What is derma? Derma means skin. Dermatologist. Epidermis, exodermis, endodermis. The layers of skin. Epidermis. Outer layer of skin is epidermis. Dermatologist. Skin doctor. Mal means bad. Malnutrition, malpractice. Okay, what is malpractice? People cheating in the exam is malpractice. That mal means bad. That is not a good practice. That is a bad practice. That is why it is called malpractice. Auto, self, automatic, autocrat, that we have discussed in the first slide itself. Equal, equator, equilateral. Next, some more root words. Bio, I told you about this. Bio, life, biography, biology. Next, gen, what is the meaning? Birth, something related to birth. Generate, generation, regeneration. Fill, this is also I have told you. Fill means love. Bibliophile, person who loves books. Philanthropy, fill means love. Anthro related to human beings. Okay, evolution of human beings. Anthropology, like, okay, anthro means related to human beings. Philanthro, that means the person who loves human beings or human race is a philanthropist. What he does is philanthropy. Generally, people who donate or who give great service to the society are called philanthropists. Phobe, fear. Homophobia, hydrophobia. Hydro means water. Okay, hydro means water. Hydrophobia means fear of water is called hydrophobia. Thermo, we can't see it. Thermo means heat. Thermos, you must have heard the word thermos. What is thermos? A flask where you store your tea or coffee so that it will not get cold for a longer period of time. That is called thermos. Why? It is related to heat. It is thermos keeps the heat inside the flask. Okay, it does not allow the heat to get out. So that is thermos, related to heat. Thermometer. Thermometer is you check your temperature if you get a fever. Thermometer. Thermodynamics. The science of heat is thermodynamics. Carn means flesh. Carnivorous, the animals who eat flesh are non-vegetarians. Carnivorous are eating animals who eat flesh are carnivorous. In the same way, we can say herb. Herb means tree. Herbarium. Herbarium, a record or a statement that we make from herbs, plants. It's herbarium. Herbivorous, animals are animals which eat herbs, that means only plants. Herbivorous. And one more, omnivorous. What is omni? That we have discussed already here. Omnivorous. Where is omni? Omni, all. Omnivorous. That means an organism which can eat everything. corn and herb, which can eat flesh as well as plants. It is called omnivorous. Omnivorous, herbivorous, carnivorous. Okay. Next. So I think we will conclude the topic root words here. Okay. I think I have discussed the most important that are very essential in our academic life. We have discussed all those things and try to find out the root words. It will be a good exercise because most of the subjects that we are reading have the root words taken from Greek or Latin words. So please check them. If you can check them in internet also, on internet. Okay. Next, still we have some time, so we will see one more topic, one more simple topic. It may not be asked in the exam, but it should be a kind of funny activity, amusing activity for ourselves to look into this topic. Okay, what is this? Palindromes. Palindromes are words or phrases or other sequences of characters which read same backwards and forward. So if you write a word, you can read it either way. It will be same. Okay, backward, you can read it from backwards, and you can read it from normal ways, but the spelling and the pronunciation would be the same. Okay, but sometimes we may have to ignore capital letters, punctuation and hyphens, then we can find many palindromes in English. Okay, actually palindrome here also he is talking about root words. Palindrome was coined by English playwright Ben Jonson. It's a great player Ben Jonson coined this word in the 17th century from Greek roots. Again, roots are coming here. Palin means again. Dormos means ways. Okay. So two ways or many ways. So it comes from that two root words, Palin and Dormos, becomes palindrome. What does palindrome mean? A word that can be read both ways, forward and backward. So some of the examples are here. Moon. No, moon is not here. It is mistakenly. I've typed it here. It is, I think, mom. Short form of mother is what do we call mom. It is a palindrome, not moon. Rotor, radar, civic, madam, kayak, radar. So you can start from here, madam, M-A-D-A-M, and you can start it from backwards, M-A-D-A-M, madam. Both ways it is same. Civic, C-I-V-I-C, from backwards, C-I-V-I-C. Radar, backwards and forwards, same pronunciation and same spelling. Level, refer, dad, eye, rotator, rotator, R-O-T-A-T-O-R, R-O-T-A-T-O-R, D-A-D, D-A-D, R-E-V-I-V-E-R, Now go backwards. REPIVER, LEVEL, 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 level. So you can read from backwards also. The spelling and pronunciation would remain the same. So such words are called palindromes. So it is for your general knowledge. It may not be asked in your question paper or in the exam. So it is purely for your general knowledge, and it will be very amusing if you look for such words in your books or in the dictionary or on internet. You can find so many words. Some multiple word palindromes. My gym, MYGYM. Next, read from backwards. MYGYM, my gym. So as it was told in the first slide of palindromes, we must ignore the hyphens, commas and full stops. Then you can get so many of them. No lemon, no lemon. No lemon. So it is also, I think this is also wrong. This: a man, a plan, a can, a canal, Panama. A man, a plan, this can be read in two ways. Read it. AMAN, AMAN. Next, APLAN, APLAN, ACANAL, ACANAL. Okay, a man, a plan, a canal, Panama. It can be written in two ways. Next, one more topic, simple topic, small topic: spoonerism. Spoonerism is a mistake made while speaking in which first sounds of two words are exchanged with each other to produce funny meaning. So in a sentence, first sounds of two words are mutually exchanged with each other to produce a funny looking meaning or funny sound. For example, this is, you would want to pronounce, is the dean busy? Sometimes we do not pronounce this correctly, but we exchange the first sounds of two words. It becomes, D becomes here, B becomes here. Then, is the bean dizzy? Is the dean busy? Is the bean dizzy? Fighting a liar, lighting a fire. Flock of bats, block of fats. Doing the chores, chewing the doors. Doing the chores, chewing the doors. So look at carefully. Only first sound of the word is exchanged, creating some funny meaning or funny sound. So such words, such process is called spoonerism. Okay. So I think in today's topic we have discussed three things: root words, okay, root words, palindromes and spoonerism. So out of these three, root words are very important and very essential for our, even for your knowledge and for marks. These palindromes and spoonerisms, I just wanted to give you information. Okay, thank you for today's